Hey everyone, it's the Angry Honey Badger, and today we're going to take a look at a new build video, and I actually have Hoyt with me today. Hoyt, you want to say hi?
Hello.
So yeah, this is actually going to be a game of Hoyt playing, but I'm going to help him do the commentaries because that's what I do, and that's what I like to do. Alright, maybe I don't like it, but I do it anyways. So like I said, build Irelia today. So let's take a look at her abilities first. Um, as for her passive, we're going to talk about first. We have Ionian Fervor, which reduces the duration of stuns, slows, taunts, fears, snares, and roots for each nearby enemy that is by her. So for one, there's 10% decrease, 2, 25, 3, 40. So if you're kind of getting screwed over by fears, taunts, stuns, and there's enemy teams around you, they're going to be decreased because she's just like that. So that is her passive for the most part. And then we're going to move on to her Q ability, which is her Blade Surge. Really dashes forward to strike in her target. If it kills the target, Blood Surge cooldown refreshes and refunds 35 mana. Like it said, it's pretty basic. It just goes forward, she deals damage, and if it kills target, it's going to give her a cooldown on it, and it will refund mana. So pretty simple. It's her Q. Next, we're going to take a look at her W ability, which is her Heightened Style, or Hitten Style, or something style. Really is skilled in the art of whatever that is, passively giving her physical attack and health restoration. Um, yeah, it just buffs her basically and makes her tougher and does more damage. Fun stuff like that. And that is her W. And that's pretty much all I'm going to say about that. More of this stuff we can go over in the video, obviously, in the actual build. So just bear with us for now. Next, we're going to go over her E ability, which is her Equilibrium Strike. Aurelia's attack bounces the scales, dealing damage and slowing the target. However, if the target has a higher health percent than her, then it'll actually stun the target instead. So if you feel greedy against somebody who has more health than you, which you should because you're playing Irelia and she does kill people quite well, then you should attack people with more health. You'll stun them and you'll be able to get them lower than you pretty quick. So, like it says, if they have less health than you and you just want to kill them, it'll just slow them instead. So it's kind of nice because it thinks of the enemy depending on the health they have, but it still gives you either a slow or a stun, which is probably one of the more moves most people hate if they're getting hit by her because you just get stopped out of nowhere. And that is her E. And then finally, her ultimate is Transcendent Blades. She summons 4 blades and can fling them and deal physical damage. She also siphons off life from enemies as they pass through it. You'll see a lot of people actually using this on minion waves to clear them pretty quick and get their health back if they're in lane. Also, you see people using it against people. She'll be running at them, and you got to keep tapping the R button each time you want to shoot one of your blades out over a certain duration of seconds. So takes a little bit of skill because it's kind of a skill shot, and it can be tricky to use at first, but with a little bit of practice, you can be really good at it. So hopefully we'll see Hoyt be good at it in this game. So next, I think we're going to take a look at Mastery page real quick and see how we set that up. All right, now we're going to take a look at Hoyt's mastery setup and how he likes to put his masteries on Irelia. It's kind of a basic mastery setup, but now since we have the new mastery page, it's just going to be something good to take a look at, since I think a lot of people now are a little bit confused on how they should be making their mastery pages look. So we'll just take a quick glance at this one. Like I said, it's pretty basic. It's a 9-21-0. We could take 9 points in the offense tree just so we're doing a bit more. We have the armor penetration, which is going to be nice for her. Also some more attack speed, just some of these basic things that are going to help buff her and just kind of help her out. We do kind of focus a little bit more on defense for her, for the fact that you do take damage from everyone apart from dealing it to everybody constantly. So this does kind of help you just stay alive. There's some nice things in here, obviously, like taking less from ability effects and incoming damage, and you get more health regen. Basically, it's just going to really help you stay alive longer. You get more armor, magic resist. So Aurelia's good side is when she's kind of tanky and she is putting out massive amounts of damage. No one really wants to come fight you, so if you do find anyone alone, you just assassinate them immediately. So her ability to kind of half tank / off tank and deal massive amounts of damage is what really makes her a good champion. So this is kind of the builds for the masteries we like to go with for Irelia. Alright, now we're going to take a quick look at how Hoyt does his rune page setup. For his marks, he likes to go with 1.66 armor penetration. Those are good, in my opinion. Obviously, with Irelia, that's going to be great for just, cutting through their armor and just getting them beat down a lot faster. For his seals, he likes to take the 0.15 armor per level, so it'll be 2.7 at level 18. He likes to take the armor for the seals, which will give him 24 by level 18, which is going to be a nice added chunk. And then for his glyphs, he likes to take the magic resist per level, which will also give him 24 at level 18. So it just kind of help him build a little bit better frame for him, so he's just a little bit stronger and be able to survive bigger attacks, obviously, and stay in the fight to do more damage. And then for his quintessences, he likes to take cooldown per level. So at level 18, he's got 7.18% at cooldown reduction at level 18. So it's kind of planned for the late game build. Obviously, with this being a Dominion game, since we're going to focus with Hoyt and Dominion, you're going to be leveling up a lot faster. So you're going to utilize armor and magic and cooldown and all the stuff per level runes a little bit better than you would in Summoner's Rift, just because you're going to level up so much faster. They'll do more for you a little bit quicker. So that's the rune page setup we'd like to do for Irelia. Alright, now that we're actually into the game, which is super fun, it's going to start shortly. Let's see what items Hoyt's going to start out with. Hoyt, what do you like to usually start out with?
Boots. Always get your boots first in Dominion.
What boots do you end up going with this game?
I go with the Mercenaries Treads, but I would actually go with the Swiftness boots over the Mercenaries Treads for future games.
Yeah, I can agree with that. Those are going to be a good choice. You could, actually, I just agree. Definitely boots of Swiftness are going to be a good item to get. As you can see, Hoyt's barely getting away there. A little bit of a team fight kind of starting. They ended up getting to top first and taking that point, so they kind of had to retreat. Actually going to see Hoyt's team fall a little bit behind this game, and they're going to actually come back and rally. So for a good win, big surprise, they're going to win. But so that's what we're going to basically go. As you can also see, Hoyt did take a health pot at the beginning of the game, obviously just to heal, because that's a nice thing to have. Here, they're going to try to make a move on top. Akali's going to come out. Vigor's going to throw his stun up, and that's going to kind of narrow them down in that little pass. Hoyt's going to jump in there, and he's going to kind of tank part of this and get in there and do damage because he is Irelia, and they're kind of focusing her. He's also going to get an assist there on Jin, so kind of a nice little team fight, a good way to step up in there and do some nice damage. Last time you were back, Hoyt, you bought a amplifying tome. Why did you buy that?
Going for the Sheen next.
Sheen, I can agree with that. That's going to be a good item. Obviously, you're using your abilities so fast with her and so often. Getting that extra damage based because of the Sheen is going to be nice. Oh, and you did just get it the last time you went back. Oh, here you're finding a couple people, but nothing really accumulates too much there to a kill. But maybe we'll just see what you guys can get. You're going to run top now, and they're chasing down Ash. It looks like you're running out there. Oh, yeah, that's a kill. Count it. Now,
First kill?
First kill?
First kill for me.
Kind of close there getting away, but got away. So, probably go heal back up, maybe buy more items. So, one nice thing, obviously, with Dominion games, you'll be able to build faster. So, we'll actually be able to talk about the build a little bit more. We can also talk about some of the strategy, too. Hoyt activated his ult there to do his lifesteal and all that fun stuff. As you can see, this last time Hoyt bought a... What we got? Armor? Got some more armor now?
Going for armor. Gotta get Thorn's Mail first.
So he's going to start going towards the Thorn Mail, which I agree with because of Akali's going to have some attack damage. She jumps out here. Surprised she's not attacking. She's kind of running off, which is interesting. She kind of had the upper hand now, but Ash's slow is going to probably help out now. Oh yeah, doing damage. Nicely done. Gonna catch her. Oh, Vigor shows up to stun her. Nice. Good, another kill there, Hoyt. Doo-doo-doo. Going back, buying items, doing things. So, talking about her abilities a little bit, what do you like to take first? Is there a specific?
This was like my third game with her. I just kind of maxed everything out at the same time, just evenly. They're all kind of good, so it doesn't really matter.
Fair enough.
Maybe go with the slow, whatever the slow and the stun one is first, maybe.
Yeah, it's definitely a good idea to take your stun or your slow first. Obviously, you can catch them faster. If you get to be the first one to a team fight, you'll be able to slow them down a little bit better and catch up to them. Kog'Maw gets killed there, and I'm going to blame him on that. That was a dumb time to kind of attack him and take turrets. So Hoyt obviously cleaned up nicely. Team's still a little bit behind, but They got 2 points right now. So does the other team. But it looks like Ash is trying to battle off people from that one. Cogman's going to go up and scare Teemo off real quick. If you're looking down at the mini map, you'll be able to see that. Now Teemo's down bottom. One of the harder parts about this Dominion game is they do have a Teemo. He'll be able to put his shrooms everywhere and slow down Hoyt's team, along with capturing and backdooring points a lot easier. But Hoyt's kind of jumping in there, disrupting a little bit, but not much to do because the team's not really jumping in either. Last time he was back, you could see he actually to finish his Thornmail. Their team does have a lot of attack damage, which is why he rushed that item instead of any major damage items. I'm going to jump in there and get an assist and jump all over this Teemo and end up getting a kill on Teemo there, and they're going to take this point too, which is going to be nice. So, nice little good team fight there. Hoyt does take some good damage, but Irelia is pretty tanky, and
she's durable.
She's durable, yeah. She's definitely is one of those. She's kind of a Kali-like in the way that you can jump into a fight that in theory you might not win, but you can come out on top because of your lifesteal with your ultimate and just any other lifesteal you actually buy. So, she's a really good off-tank and damage dealer. Last time you went back, you ended up buying some health. What item is that going to go towards, maybe?
We're going to finish out the Trinity Force. So it's going for Phage, I think is what...
Yeah, okay, yeah, Phage, yeah. Okay, so next, going to go for the Trinity Force. Attack damage, attack speed, a little bit AP, a little bit of health, a little bit of everything, as everybody knows, Trinity Force. And Freak always recommends it. Malphite's jumping out here and trying to get all up in people's face, but Hoyt's got his ult going. He's just going to end up beating him down without almost taking no damage for the most part. Going to get Jhin as well. Ezreal smartens up and decides this is a horrible idea. Hoyt's too good for the game and needs to be nerfed, so he's going to take off. But then Ashe is going to go and kill him real quick because Hoyt's going to keep capping points so it doesn't attack Ashe, which is good teamwork there. Another thing that should always be stated is, when in doubt, start capping the point so your other teammates can go kill the people trying to harass you at the point. As long as one person's capping, no one's going to get shot by the turret. So, just kind of a generic, simple thing to remember, but always good to remember. So it looks like last time you went back you did finish off your Phage, and now you're building towards your Zeal. And so you'll be close to your Trinity Force real soon, so you'll actually have a little bit more damage output, which is going to be nice for you. So that's good. Took a little bit more damage in that fight, but you decided to run off, which is a pretty smart move. Getting closer to the Zeal. Closer is good. And the score is a lot better now. They're actually in the lead now, which is good. But the other team's actually attacking points fairly well together. And you keep running into Teemo shrooms, which are going to be absolutely everywhere, which sucks.
Hate Teemo.
Hate Teemo. Who doesn't? Ezreal's dead there. That's always funny. At least I think it's funny. Squishy character's dead, laying there. Also, another good thing to remember about, obviously, games in Dominion, center buff. I don't think a lot of people take them. Hoyt, I see you utilize and taking them.
I pick it up every time it's up.
Probably not a bad idea at all either. The other team, or his team, not the other team, his team isn't taking it. And Hoyt's probably one of the better characters, in my opinion, with Irelia to take it on his team. Probably somebody on their team it would probably benefit is Akali, as they're chasing her. But you know, Akali's apparently faster, so she's going to get away here. The other team is also making a decent push right now and has 4 points, so it looks like you guys need to coordinate a little bit and get some points back, or else you're going to fall back behind real quick. So Ashe ults in. Hoyt's going to jump in, obviously, do some nice damage. And Malphite is trying to defend, but he's not going to be enough between Renekton and you to take or stop that point. Renekton, luckily, our other friend of ours, is actually playing Renekton. He tanked that quite well. So
he tanked the tower a lot there. Renekton's pretty good if you can play him well.
I'm trying to learn how to play Renekton a little bit better. I've talked about doing a build for him. Hopefully I'll have that up someday, but maybe I just need to consult Keenan, our buddy Scar, playing him, because he does a pretty good job at tanking him and dealing damage. Here we get another little 2v2 fight. Xin Zhao and Akali did end up taking out Renekton, but Ashe is going to show up. But Hoyt gets a kill on Xin, and Ashe actually ends up picking up the kill on Akali as she ran right into that bush. So once again, you can see Hoyt's durability with this character. Didn't really take too much damage overall there, and or lifestealed it back. He's also going to jump in on Ezreal here and just completely annihilate him. And you saw the crazy amount of damage that happened without really too many items. So he does have his Trinity Force now, because last time he went back he got it, and now you actually have some magic resist. What are you going to try to do with that?
I'm going to try to build an Odin's Veil. Probably one of the better Dominion items, in my opinion.
I completely agree with that. Now, one of the fun things we can do with Dominion builds is we can talk a little bit about some of these unique items that they've actually introduced into the game. Odin's Veil being one of them, and as just stated by Hoyt, it is probably one of the better Dominion ones just because of its ridiculously awesome stats. We got 350 health?
350 health and mana, and 50 magic resist.
Which is obviously going to be nice against anybody like Akali, which is happening right now. So Akali's here, and she thought she was going to win this. Now she's kind of regretting this. She's going to try to escape. And right here, that amazing flash and your one ability that makes you slide forward to him, all in 1 quick second. You absolutely just destroyed her, and I don't think she was ready for that. That was just amazing. I'd actually recommend you guys rewinding, if you haven't already, and checking that out, because that's just stupid awesome timing on Hoyt's part to flash forward and slide to kill her, because Akali had a pretty good jump there because she jumped to a minion. So here we have Teemo running off because he's a douchebag. Yeah, I said
Chasing Teemo again.
Because he's only a douchebag because he can escape well. That's why. But caught him and got the slow on him. Now you have your ult on him. You're going to finish him off that way. Akali shows back up. And she is going to smartly retreat because last time things did not go well for her. But I think it's time for Hoyt to head back. He's got like 2,900 gold right now. Probably finish off some items. Finish off that Odin's Veil. Along with that Odin's Veil, apart from that 350 health and the 350 mana that it gives you, along with the magic resist, it's got a bunch all over it. The Odin's Veil also has a unique passive and active. The passive, what does it do? It gives us
10% magic damage reduction and stores it.
So you can store this magic coming in, and then you can actually release it with a click, obviously with a hit of a button, and then it'll disperse a maximum of 400.
You can do up to 400 depending on how much you have stored.
So you can randomly burst out 400 damage. You don't have to actually lock it onto anybody. It just kind of shoots out from the sides and does 400 damage, which is completely sweet. So here, Malphite thinks he can take on Hoyt, which with his lifesteal and his off-tankiness and that random arrow
from Ash
is gonna not work. And luckily, the turret was neutralized, so it wasn't attacking Hoyt. Obviously, but if the turret would have been attacking Hoyt, maybe Hoyt would have died. But it would have been a lot closer. But frankly, Malphite did not have that fight. So, and you can see last time Hoyt went back, he did get his Odin's Veil. And as you can see again, Ezreal did just completely get annihilated by Hoyt. No big surprise there. Teemo's hiding on that point. Teemo is a champion that loves to hide on the points in Dominion, since he can sit there. Then all he has to do is attack you, and then the turret starts attacking you. So you gotta always be careful about Teemo's. But that was a good work at getting away from that there. Another thing I just want to point out real quick is Hoyt actually hasn't died yet, if you haven't noticed. So, not saying that this build's perfect, but this build is a good build. A. B. If for some reason you learn everything from this, you'll just be as good as Hoyt playing Irelia. So that's always positive, right?
I'd say so.
So, like I said, they need to nerf Hoyt specifically. But
just finished out an Adam's Impaler.
Yeah, Atma's Impaler's done. And that's obviously going to stack with his health to give him more attack damage. Also going to give him a little bit of crit chance and a little bit of armor. So he does have a lot of armor, as you can see, because of that Thorn Mail. That's just a smart thing to have because of the amount of attack damage on their team. Obviously, another reason that earlier Malphite fight went a little bit better, his basic attacks are hurting himself. So, and as you can see, Hoyt's critting a little bit occasionally too. He's going to end up getting that kill on Malphite too. I think Malphite is kind of lazy tanking on their team, where he's not going to run off. I think he kind of thinks he can stay in the battle and fight and win. So, as we can see, the game's slowly running down. It's pretty close. They caught back up, but, fun stuff. And the other team's fighting back. But that's Dominion. That's the nature. It's a lot closer than Summoner's Rift sometimes. So, Hoyt's going to help assist kill Teemo there. He's going to try to take this buff, but Akali is going to keep bumping and trying to stop him. And then Ezreal shows up too. Hoyt's going to flash to get out of there. Why not? try to get out. You're running the perfect game. You know, you got to retreat. It's just
Can't die.
can't die. Why not? I mean, you got it going. Might as well keep it going. The other team's calling it GG already. Malphite is, but you know that's kind of funny coming from somebody who would not leave the game, or leave a fight at least. But looks like you just went back and you just got more armor. What do you think you're taking that towards?
I am not sure what I'm going for at this point.
Yeah, at this point, he's just probably working towards anything that's going to help him resist them. Irelia naturally does a good amount of damage, so you can kind of build her with a little bit more defensive, tanky items instead of straight, ridiculous output damage items. As we can see, Teemo here is just trying to juke Hoyt and then get back to that point to try to take it. Hoyt's going to get that slow on him, though, and Teemo's going to die. Or at least Teemo better die. You better kill him. Good. You got him. Proud of you. So proud.
Must kill every Zemo.
It's a good idea. Go Teemo taunt. So he says. That's not much of a taunt if he's dead. But Kali's up here trying to defend point because they need all three of these to try to win. But he's just going to wait for her in that. And then him and Ashe are just going to destroy her real quick. Malphite shows back up. Points neutralized though, so nobody's going to be taking turret damage. And luckily Ashe was doing damage till she died. And luckily Hoyt and Kog'Maw were doing damage. So they're both going to pick up a kill there, which is nice. Very, very nice. Capture that point and try to take this down. The enemy team only had 3 points, so that's going to be game, and that's going to be a perfect game, depth-wise. What was your final score of that game?
16-0 and 19.
Definitely a solid play. I would agree that is going to be a good build. So yeah, first Dominion build, and I'm glad you guys checked it out. So let us know if you like Dominion builds, and we will have more of them in the future. Also, don't forget to check out these other videos above. We have some newer builds. We have a Fizz build and a Shyvana build. And don't forget to subscribe, because that's the thing.